Hi guys, welcome to another WWE reaction. This video is recommended by Native Wrestler and he said react to when racial stereotypes got over by wrestling with regret.
Now this is Tennessee Lee and you're watching Wrestling with Regret.
Yeah! Sometimes I feel like that too. I know. Was that a zombie apocalypse in his house? Dude, he went all out. I love it. It's so fun. It's probably a sit-down video talking. Yep.
Okay, folks. I'm about to drop.
I usually don't do these kind of videos because I feel like it's a lot of their own work and originality. And if I am just sitting and reacting to that, I don't know. I always feel like it's mean, you know, especially if I don't ask permission to do that, which I haven't asked for this video. So I hope Brian Zane doesn't mind, but yeah, let's go.
Hot take. Quite possibly the hottest take I've ever dropped. Are you ready? Here goes. Racial stereotypes are bad. Yeah, that's why you come to this channel. Them hot takes. The entire foundation of wrestling today seems to have been built on the backs of crude stereotypes, often of a racial nature, designed specifically to get heat. Some of the biggest examples come in the form of dirty, dastardly heels from foreign lands like Fritz von Erich, Mr. Fuji, the Iron Sheik, Nikolai Volkov, Umaga, right on up to the current WWE champion.
I mean, this is literally not them like talking on the mic and trash being racist. Like this is literally their whole gimmick, their whole persona being like racist, you know, which is so easy then for people to hate on you.
Canada. But there's a reason we still have lots of racially charged stereotypes in our wrestling.
It's from Canada.
It works. I mean, yeah, a lot of fans might turn up their noses to such pithy, one-dimensional storytelling, but live crowds, like it or not, have, do, and will always react to it. Well, except for the gang wars. Nobody liked that shit. Now, it's easy for heels to get their negative stereotypes over, but it always fascinates me when baby faces do the same thing. These are characters meant to portray races, ethnicities, and cultures at what some would say their lowest level, yet in spite of this, fans still go nuts over it. So this week, allow me, a sheltered white man, to talk about sometimes that racial stereotypes...
I'm sorry, but like... a white man, like, yes, let a white man tell me about racial stereotypes. This is perfect.
Got over. Before we begin, I'm not going to talk about the times when DX and Roddy Piper cut promos while in blackface.
Oh,
because
blackface,
even though
yeah,
those
this
went over
is
huge, forget stereotypes, that's just some racist shit. Now,
That's
when
really
you
racist.
think Native American wrestler, what pops into your mind? Some combination of headdress, tomahawk, war paint? Well, of course you think that, because hey, if they weren't wearing that stuff, then gosh, how would anyone know they're Native American?
Oh my god, I remember one time I did a digital art of a like a girl with this Native American head gear thing, accessory, I don't know the name of it. And I made it, I put like a girl and then I made that thing, which is really cool. Like I wish people can wear it. You have no idea how much hate I got in comments. And this was like 10, 12 years ago, you guys. I got so much hate in comments on DeviantArt saying, you cannot do that. This is unacceptable. You know, you cannot just put a white woman there, you know, to wear that and stuff like that. Okay, I didn't know that thing. Like, I just thought it's beautiful.
Wahoo McDaniel, Don Eagle, Tatanka.
This thing, what is this
Except
thing
for the
called?
Briscoes, nearly every major Native American wrestler has come out dressed in full regalia. And while I think it's a perfectly fine way to honor your heritage, surely it's possible to have a native background and not have to resort to that, right? It just comes off as cliche in my opinion. One of the most famous examples of a Native American wrestler wasn't even part of the culture. Joseph Scarpa, better known as Chief Jay Strongbow, wrestled for the last 15 years of his career as a champion of natives, despite the fact he was an Italian and didn't have 1 ounce of native blood in him.
Ah, that's really like shitty. You're Italian, like you can literally be Tony D'Angelo, like literally go with the Italian heritage. You have such an amazing thing to work with. Why would you go and choose someone else's? Plus, it's not working in your favor at all, unless you are like shitting on it.
But that didn't matter, as he became one of the biggest stars Vincent McMahon Sr. ever had. Once he went on the warpath, fans went ballistic, in a good way. He even won the WWF tag titles on
because
2
of his
separate
dance,
occasions
of
with his
course.
kayfabe brother Jules, who actually is native. Mamma mia, that's a spicy appropriation.
Mírame los ojos cuando digas mi nombre. No
What the
me
hell?
confrontes si no eres un hombre.
Hispanic wrestlers have had their share of stereotyping over the decades. More often
Yeah.
than not, they've been portrayed as thugs or matadors. But in 2005,
Yeah.
things took an interesting turn when the Mexicools debuted on SmackDown. Dressed in jumpsuits and driving a giant lawnmower, Juventud Guerrera, Psychosis, and Super Crazy interrupted a match between Paul London and Chavo Guerrero. Though it was kind of alarming at first to see what looked to be a Mexican groundskeeper gimmick, turns out it was supposed to be ironic, I guess.
We're tired to be working for you. Now you gringos are gonna be working for us.
To solidify their statement that they wouldn't be
Great.
mowing lawns anymore, they came down to the ring
I learned that
riding
in Narcos.
lawnmowers every week. So they're combating the stereotype by embracing it? That's some next level shit.
Yeah.
Bippity boopity. I'm sick of being treated like a cheap stereotype. I'm gonna show all you stronzos what Italians
You're
are
not
really
using
made
your
of.
hands
I'm gonna
enough.
use spaghetti, the parmigiana, the fettuccine, and you're gonna watch me and you're gonna like it. Now, where's my Indian headdress? Wahoo! But I'll be damned, the Mexicools and their Juan Deers were received well by the fans. They fought with the full-blooded Italians for several months, which resulted in Hoovy winning the Cruiserweight title from Nunzio, and they also fought over the tag titles with Eminem. Eventually, Hoovy and Psychosis would leave the company, leaving only Super Crazy riding that lawnmower all by his lonesome. But by embracing the stereotype and claiming it as
that's
their own, it got them
sad.
all over in a big way in the mid-2000s.
Viva la raza!
My God, was there a more popular tag team in WWE in the
Oh,
early 2000s
Eddie.
than Los Guerreros? The natural chemistry of Eddie and Chavo Jr. was off the charts, and it was reflected in how they cut promos and how
I
they
need to
wrestled.
watch more
the whole
about
lie,
Eddie.
cheat, and steal gimmick was over like Rover, and it all began with a series of vignettes the two filmed in 2002. Speaking with exaggerated accents, the two traipsed through Beverly Hills with reckless abandon, bilking preppy white people for all they were worth.
Hey, what time is it? Oh, wait a minute. Here, hold that for me.
The
What else you got?
keys.
Come on. Oh.
They're stealing stuff.
As time went on and the Guerreros split, Eddie retained a lot of the elements seen in those vignettes to tremendous success. Even as a contender for the WWE title, he was still pickpocketing people.
Guerrero!
Oh, man.
Tell me again how this is fine, but foreign heel characters are a bad thing. Debuting in 2006, Jimmy Wang Yang was actually a refreshing take on how Asians are portrayed in wrestling. Historically, most people who hail from the
Jimmy
Far East have
Wang
been depicted as some
Yang.
kind of gross caricature. Even Yang's first gimmick in WWE was a thinly veiled take on the Yakuza, but his repackaging as Ya Boy broke that stereotypical mold and was met with a lot of positive response by fans. However, in bucking one stereotype, he wound up promoting another one, the redneck. Ah, yes, rednecks. Cowboy hat wearing, tobacco spitting, rough and tumble brawlers with a southern
Wait,
drawl.
so all cowboys are rednecks? I don't know. Educate me, America. I did not know that. I didn't know if you are like wearing a head like the cowboy hat that you are a redneck.
live outside the US, this is the default American. Now that I think about it, this is pretty much the Irish equivalent. But I'm not hating on it. Wrestling has always appealed to the common man, the blue-collar types who just want to see some fighting on a Friday night.
Exactly.
Cowboys and
Come
rednecks have long been
on.
a staple in American wrestling, so it makes sense that
Yeah, they're
fans
like
will wanna
number one
gravitate to
fans,
them.
right?
Haystacks Calhoun, Dick Murdoch, Stan Hansen, The Funks, Tracy Smothers, Hillbilly Jim, The Godwins, Jamie Noble, and more. If the gimmick's neck is red, fans will get behind them more often than not.
Why is it
but this
called
next
redneck?
example is what happens when that
They don't have
stereotype gets
rednecks.
over by accident. In June of 1999,
Maybe they do have rednecks because like the hat shadows their face and then their neck is exposed to the sun when they're working in the field or on their horse, and then see, is this racist? I don't know, I'm trying to figure out why is it called redneck.
WCW created the West Texas Rednecks, comprised of Barry and Kendall Windham, Bobby Duncombe Jr., and Texas's favorite Minnesotan son, Kurt Hennig. The four led an anti-rap campaign in WCW, producing some so bad they're good songs like Good Old Boys and I Hate Rap,
This is so
the latter of
cringe.
which actually got radio play.
There's only one thing that I hate, 'cause it's a bunch of crap.
To be honest, if this is the worst music that Americans can produce, like I can sit down and listen to this in a pub, no problem. Just go and Google Balkan like Balkan music or something like that shit is disgustingly bad. Auto-tune, no melody, bleh, I don't know, like it is so bad my ears want to bleed.
Jimmy Hart, one of the most gifted songwriters of our time. Somehow these cheesy numbers got the group over, just in time for their first big feud against the No Limit Soldiers,
just grab
team
a
headed up by rapper Master P. Well, in spirit at least, as P only appeared once on live TV. The Soldiers were meant to be the baby faces here, despite the fact they outnumbered the Rednecks by about 2 to 1, and would often engage in more heelish tactics than the designated heels. Throw in the fact that WCW had a traditionally Southern audience, and you had yourselves a double turn, though on a far less dramatic level than, say, Bret and Austin. Instead of WCW just rolling with the idea of a stable of babyface rednecks, the feud was quietly dropped and the team kept fighting with other babyface teams until they split that fall, but not before adding Virgil to the group as Curly Bill. Virgil, the kiss of death for WCW staples. And speaking of black people,
Uh-oh, no, we're going there.
in 1998, as the Nation of Domination began to come apart at the seams, the Ultimate Fighting Machine, Kama Mustafa, inexplicably morphed into a street
Mustafa!
pimp. That was weird enough of a transition, but as time went on, the Godfather got more over with the crowd, which I suppose is easy to do when you come to the ring with a throng of strippers and the occasional female wrestler. By the end of his run in WWE, the Godfather had morphed into one of the loudest, most colorful characters of the Attitude Era. Pimping may not be the best portrayal of black people, but Charles Wright genuinely loved the gimmick. You could see it when he performed, and that joy he felt obviously radiated out to fans all over the world. And then,
Yo, 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 yo! Pop a 40 and check your rollies. It's crime time.
honestly,
Crime time?
I am shocked as hell that Crime Time got as popular as they did. I mean, honestly, how could they have been seen as baby faces when they were doing this stuff?
It's GTA! What's the
I
problem?
thought he was going to sell a smoothie.
just,
The only thing smooth here is how Crime Time removes the money. They realized what was slowing him down. His wallet.
This is Los Guerreros on steroids. It's the exact same idea as the vignettes with Eddie and Chavo, but shit, at least that stuff was playful. This came off as angrier and more intense.
Damn. White boy got straight up laid out.
The corny old white guy
White
narration was
boy.
meant to take the edge off, but man, it's shocking as hell to go back and look at this now. If the PG era began 2 years earlier, this gimmick would never have happened. Now, I'll try to be careful in avoiding calling everything in this review racist, because not everything here truly is. But come on, this is pretty racist. This is how a publicly traded, multi-million-dollar company chose to portray a pair of black men in 2006. And yes, I understand the basic concept of Crime Time was created by the wrestlers themselves, but still, the company gave the okay with this? They thought this would make sense to have them cast as the heroes? I'm still shocked. Yet
How
Shawn
are
and
they
JTG would
heroes?
get some of the loudest reactions every Monday night.
such heels,
So what
though.
if they're self-admitted criminals? They were a fast-paced, dynamic team, and they had a catchy chant. Though they never got to
Okay,
hold
this
tag
is
team
why.
gold despite being #1 contenders for what felt like forever, Crime Time was one of the most overacted in WWE during that time period. That is, until Shawn Michaels took the piss out of their gimmick.
We gotta get back in the hills and see the shizzle, you know what I'm saying, dog? But we need the deuce down low. We need the deuce down low. Down low, down low, baby. Down low, yo, baby.
Yeah, hard to come back after that one. Any other examples of popular stereotypes I might have missed? Let me know in the comments section below. Be sure to thumbs up this video if you like it, subscribe to Wrestling
I
with
don't
Regret,
know.
and buy the t-shirts at
Could we mention some
ProWrestlingTees.com.
women's stereotypes?
I'm Brian Zane, and I'll see you next time.
Like, if a woman was hot back then, it doesn't matter if she was a good wrestler, she would always be the, got it easy in the company or whatever. I mean, I find it so ironic that Chime Time actually stopped a real life crime. He stopped a real life crime? My name is Finlay and I love to fight. For Christ's sake, he even had his own leprechaun towards the end. Damn, white boy got straight up laid out. That was so... Oh my god, can we hear something like that today? I'm sorry, that's entertaining. I mean, it kind of racist. It is kind of racist. I gotta admit, but it's still funny. It's funny. I probably shouldn't have laughed as hard as I did at that. Let me see what others are thinking. It was quite hysterical. Exactly. True, but who actually listens when a white person is the target? Oh shit, here we go. Funny thing is we don't give an F when people bash us, and we don't give an F when you get mad when we bash others. I love this attitude. This is the attitude, bro. Like, the friends that I love the most are the ones that I can talk shit to and they talk shit back to me. Like, I don't care. Like, if I am doing that to you, you do the same to me, and let's go. Who can do it harder? You know, this is the best time. Like, literally trash talking each other. This is my way of saying I love you. Like, if you can take it, I love you. Not in a naughty way though, okay. But that is it, guys. That is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks so much for watching, and see you in the next one. Also, if you want to check out more WWE reactions, check out my Patreon, patreon.com/supportbunny. Shout out to my tier 3 subscribers there. You are amazing, my patrons. I love you. I love the support. Because of you, I can do this on a daily basis, and I can feed my baby as well. So thank you so much. Appreciate it. All right, see you. Have a wonderful day, guys. Bye.